you when nobody is watching? Are you satisfied where you are? Have you become stagnant in your being, or are you willing to grow? Because who you are when nobody is watching is someone who is willing to grow, who is willing to continue to always be their best selves, who is never just satisfied with where they are, not for perfection, right? Not for perfection, but for presence, to be always present. Because again, as things evolve, you don't want to become the moldy bread, you know? That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't want to be the moldy bread that's just on the shelf doing nothing. You want
All right, so it becomes my honor and privilege at the time to introduce and others a scientist, a
Mhm.
wonderful counselor, a motivator and inspirer, an
Mhm.
author, a poet, a creative, a creator, a painter, an illustrator, a guide, a best friend, a
Mhm.
bestie, a sister, a mother. You understand what I'm saying?
My
So many things.
goodness. So
So
many.
many things. The multi-talented, multifaceted, multidimensional, celestial, as above, so below, Taurus, Taurian,
Yeah.
Taurian. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? The
Yes.
one who comes to us in as the Dream Team Star Seed
Yes.
Realist,
Yes.
smart video girl, smart video girl, smart video girl, smart video girl, smart video girl. Uh, uh, uh.
Hey, what a
How
app.
you
Oh
feeling?
my God. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling wonderful. The music was bomb. I need to know who that
Yeah.
artist was because I was over there. Eh, she could have had me in the video. But I'm feeling good. I'm so happy to be here on Do the Knowledge Radio. Thank you for the invite as a projector.
Yes.
I wait for the invitation,
Yes.
so thank you.
Hey, projecting
Hey,
over here. Projecting, all right? We projecting,
yes.
all right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, definitely glad to have you here in the midst. You came through with the promo
Mm-hmm.
run, and I was like, I need a little bit more time. I need a little bit more. Like, what's up? Can we, collaborate, do something? Uh, but I just want to walk through the journey, if possible, of your coming into being, your coming into service, and
Mm-hmm.
helping us defog and unclutter the mind, but help us to bring some quiet to the chaos of the mind. What intrigued you to kind of walk that way? But before we get to all that, I said a lot of things, but I said mother. Okay, I said
Mother.
mother. You know what I'm saying? And we're dealing in the realm of History Month. You see what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
what does mother mean to you?
Mm.
And had your acknowledgement of mother from young shaped and changed, and where is it now? Like, how did it progress over time? So your understanding of mother, your walk with mother, your growth in mother, any of those aspects that you want to talk about. I'm gonna be quiet because I think I asked a lot of questions in that question. So
You asked the right question. Um, man, that my journey of mother with mother. Um, so my relationship with my mother. So I'm going to talk about my earthly mother because when you talk about mother, that has been outside of my own healing, the relationship that has done the most healing on my journey here. So my mother, I'm an 80s baby, 81. So Reaganomics is I know all about it. You know what I'm saying? You said, my mom was outside, as the young people say. Okay. She was in them streets from birth And so when I talk about, but my mother was always there, and she's still here today. Okay, so let's give that up. Okay, 76, 70, 75 years old. Okay, she's still here with us. So,
Hey.
hey, okay. But this journey at a young age, I believe she had her own affliction. You know what I'm saying? So I could see some things. You know, you come into knowing what I know now, this journey that I've been through. We come in knowing this journey is about remembering, right? And so I believe she had her afflictions so that I could see some things. I remember at a young age telling my mother that she was choosing to do drugs. I knew the import I knew what choice was at a young age. And I could hear her making excuses about her drug use. And I was like, well, you're choosing it. It was from a very emotional, traumatic place, but it stuck out of my head as something that you choose to do. So I went about my life journey choosing to do the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? I don't do drugs. I tell people I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. So, but it was a choice. And so choice became very important. My mom was teaching me lessons even in her own trials and tribulations. She was always teaching me lessons. And one of the biggest relationships that I had to heal was with my mother. And what it realized and what it helped me trigger was the relationship within myself that I had to heal. I was almost 40 years old before me and my mom really had a healing because I was ready to to sever the relationship I had with my mother for my peace. And I realized that because my inner child had not done some healing, and what I wanted from my mother, she was not able to give me. That's what I felt, right? Because we always look for something from our parents, right? What I realized is my mother was a reflection. She actually helped me understand that my healing had to come from within. She taught me one. She taught me one of the biggest lessons because we always want the mother, right, to comfort, to support, to save us. And in that case, my mother, my earthly mother, was not the one who could do it. I realized on this journey, you gotta save yourself. Mama can't even do it. And now come full circle today, a couple days ago, me and my mom, we like this now. And I become her teacher. She tells me at this age, she said, Chris, she calls me Chris because my name is Chris. She said, Chris, she said, you don't know how much I learned from you. She said, I know I'm supposed to be the mother. She said, but you have taught me so much at this age that now I feel like I can be a mother to you. One of my biggest wounds, one of the hardest things for me to face was the fact that I wanted a mother. I had a mother and she wasn't acting like a mother. So many people don't have moms and they can't get to their mom. And I got my mom, but she ain't acting like my mom. I got to act like her mom. That was hard to deal with. But what it taught me was so much appreciation, reverence, and love for my mother, and the humility and the humbleness to say I did not know. And I had to learn from my daughter how to be a mother or better, just to be a better person, to show up for myself. So, and now I'm a mom, and so when I think about mother, and especially in this time, and God is right, I will talk about this all the time. It's the healing of the mother. Mhm. My mom represents the shifting of a generation, turning the tide, transforming that role. You see what I'm saying? From someone that's helpless, that's did not know to just reclaiming and owning that power. And so when I think about the relationship, the earthly relationship with my mother, and walking through motherhood, and um, I got so many stories. I I miscarried, but had a whole message sent from divine through that experience. To be a mother is to carry, to carry uh the energy, to carry the back, to carry uh, the burdens of your family silently. Uh-huh. Is something that my mother was doing, and I believe that together, me and her have broken generational curses. It was a collaboration. She was the initiator. I was the completion, and then I have a daughter. And then when I tell you, if she ain't the one, she is the one. Star seed child, okay? She's the one. And so I see this progression of mother, this evolution of what it means to be a woman and to be mother, right? And so from healing to transforming and to evolve, evolving and transforming us into the next. I see that with my earthly family, with my mother, me being a mother to my child, how we are coming into this new age of boldness as women and as a mother. So yeah, that might be a lot, but the biggest thing about motherhood was, or being a mother, or what it means to be mother, is to be able to heal and to bring us through to the next phase and stage that we are going to. Yeah.
Let me get that bomb ready. While I get the bomb ready, okay, just know that what you said was the bomb.
There it is. Whoop.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I
If we
love my
look at the
mommy.
earth,
Mm-hmm.
if we look at
Mm-hmm.
the earth provides bounty and abundance. If we
Mm-hmm.
look at the heavens provide bounty and abundance, right? So there's a process of gravitation, right? The sun and the moon have attracting powers on the planet.
That's right.
So those two forces strike the earth at its equator, at its core, causing it to spin. They say 1,037 and a third miles per hour on
Mm.
its way around the sun.
Mm.
So they have a process in this gravitational pull that they describe as drawing up the earth and drawing up the water.
Mm.
They said the earth is mostly covered in water, approximately three-fourths of its surface. Approximate, right? More
Approximate.
like two-thirds, but they say approximately three-fourths. So this process of pulling up the water in the earth into the sky,
Mm-hmm.
when it's on the earth, it's in one form. When it's drawn up in the environments to which the Nekaraka hardly detect, they
Mm.
say it steals back onto the planet in the forms of drops of water and drops of ice. So, describing this process. And this process draws it up, and when it distills back to the planet, it is not the same as when it was once on the earth. But once it
Mm.
settles back into the earth, it goes back to another state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, this process of birthing, this process of rebirthing, whatever, whomever comes in contact with the earth is transformed.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, whomever is in contact with the air, it is transformed.
Oh.
Whomever or whatever is
Mhm.
in contact with the fire, it is transformed.
Transform.
So earth, air, fire, water, all of
Mhm.
these elementals, whatever comes in contact with it, it's transformed. So this transformation of birth from the womb, from the
Mhm.
womb of the celestial to the womb of the planet, to the womb of the mind, to the
Mhm.
womb of the body, back into the womb of the earth, for the heavens and the earth to adorn and to see that process. But there's a process of unseen
Mhm.
where there's a
Mhm.
transformation that takes place,
Absolutely.
a gestation in the womb.
Mhm.
And the sun and moon that have attracting powers on this particular planet, something that is made or grown from the beginning, is called mother and father, right? So that sun and moon having attracting powers on this particular planet, right?
Mhm.
And this planet that is born, or this child that is born in the womb, through this intravenous connection with mother, he or her is fed based off of what mother eats,
Mhm.
what
Mhm.
mother eats, and what father
Mhm.
speaks, right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
recognizing the octaves of these particular voices when the child comes out of her womb, out of her
Mhm.
mercy and her grace, no matter how many children is on the order card, because you don't know how many might be up in there. It might be 10 up in there.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And
You don't
those
know.
children are going to come out by design, right?
Mhm.
So they seek mother and hearken unto the voice of the father if they are in tune, right? If they are in tune. So hearing that voice and then reciprocation, it may be a cry, right? It may be a cry. So that cry is for you. They're hearkening unto the voice of their God for sustenance because y'all are one flesh, right? So that space of transformation that we don't witness in
Mm.
the womb, we
Mhm.
witness it in the womb outside in the world, right? So it's a process. So you see something that came from your womb, someone who came from your womb transformed through the trimesters of life, like they transform in the trimesters of your womb, right? In the trimesters of your dream state, from the trimesters
Mhm.
of your mind, from the trimesters of the celestial that come to earth, that agreement of transformation, right?
Mm.
So your mother saw herself in you, you saw yourself in her, and then y'all see yourselves in
The
young
daughter. Mhm.
in the same way with her with the best parts. So she brings out the best parts of you, and y'all bring the best parts out of her. So
Absolutely.
y'all have that holy trinity of connection via the mitochondrial DNA. So
Absolutely.
everything that ever is, was, and will be
It's right
passed through
there.
all three of you, and she is evidence, and she will continue to be evidence of
Absolutely.
that transformation.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to, give a
I
little
like that
something
breakdown.
because you gave a little something, something. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
So,
it.
um, education, courses of study of
Mm.
life, study of nature,
Mm.
study of the brain, study
Mhm.
of spirit and soul and those aspects. What was it about these particular things? Because you could have studied anything that you wanted to in the world. What brought you in this particular course of study, and what were your goals? And then how were those goals morphed and shaped by the process of undergoing that particular study?
Mm. So I'm a student of life. Yes, I am. I have
Mhm.
studied just by just for understanding, seeking myself, seeking understanding, seeking greater knowledge, seeking to understand what this life really is about. What are we here for? I discovered The Secrets, as it was called, in 2007. And that opened up my mind to the mystical, to these laws of attraction. And I'm like, what are these laws? This law of attraction. Um, and then understanding that was part of a greater set of laws, but it started with, what was the law of attraction, and how can I do this thing that y'all talking about? What you talking about? What I think about, I bring about. Like, I want that in my life, because I'm from the hood. I'm from the streets where they know no good. I mean, you get it out the mud. I want nice things. It was I could do that. And I could think about
Word up.
it. Oh shoot, that is not a problem, right? And then, so I'm on this journey of trying to manifest the things that I think about for over 10 years, and this shit's not working. Excuse my language. I don't know if I cuss over here. This shit wasn't
You
working.
sure can? Yeah, it wasn't working. The shit wasn't working. That was I heard what you
This shit
said.
wasn't working. And I said, wait a minute now. They said what you think about, you bring about. I am smart enough to know 1 + 1 = 2.
Mm.
But then I started to realize that it was more to this thing that they were talking about. There was this greater understanding. It took me down so many different rabbit holes, how the mind works.
Mm.
All right, the universal laws. Then I started jumping into really delving into, okay, and then struggling with religion. I'm trying to figure out where this thing fits into my life, because I grew up as a Christian, but not, I didn't grow up. Now, I wasn't one of those people that grew up in the church. My people, we didn't go to church like that. We went to church now. Of course, we know about it, but I didn't go to church. I wasn't in there all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I still I still had my dealings with it. And as I got older, I'm trying to find my way. I'm trying to have some understanding here, but I'm not getting it, because I'm not getting it through the church. I'm not getting it in this thinking and manifesting the things. And I get to a point where I say it's got to be more than life to this. But this comes after years of study about everything. I mean, yoga. I mean, what is it? Because I'm trying to find an answer so I can live a life that I love, that I'm happy with, where I'm not miserable, that I'm not really sad. Like, I want to be able to do what I want to live my best life. Everybody, other people doing it, why can't I do it too? You know? So it took me through all these things. And then I realized one day that all these disciplines that I had embarked on all start to have this common, all these common, core common pieces. You talk about, I use a lot of plant analogies, a lot of biology and Christianity, and and then Buddhism, and then Taoism, and then metacognition, and then all these things are saying the similar things, right? There's a higher power. Okay, there's this connection between everybody. There's we talk about frequency and vibrations, cycles and systems. They all go together. How a tree grows, right? When you plant it, and then the roots grow down, and then but it takes a long time before you even see it, right? That's that self-work that you got to get grounded in yourself. So, because my brain works like that, because that's how this works. It's my brain. I said, all this shit goes. They're all saying the same. Everybody is saying the same thing. You take away all the bull. You take away all of the nuances that make it what that is at the core. They all are saying the same thing. That's when I realized, okay, this is what it is. I focus focus. You have to do the work that is you. You have to get to the bottom of your thoughts, your feelings. I applied everything that I had learned in all disciplines, science, religion, history, to myself and how I applied to myself. So now that's what I do. That's why when I did a series on the universal laws last season, but I did it on how you can use the universal laws to apply to your self-work, not just how they work in the universe, how they work for you. How are you cause and effect? You are the ripple. You are the ripple. It's not just a law of cause and effect that's out there. It's a law of cause and effect, and you are the ripple. You cause the effect. Hello. Let's go. So now you can start to, we live such passive lives in this world. And what I realized is I had to become the active agent in whatever it is that I said I wanted to do. So learning and being that active agent. Science, when you mixing something together, you need that active agent in order for it to transform for it to become something else. You yourself, the work that you do becomes the active agent in whatever change that you want to see in your life, however you want to break that down. And so I started to, it became, for me, everything that I learned just became general knowledge. Like it just like gen ed for how I live my life. So that's it. I don't know. Just like it wasn't, everything that I learned was for the purposes of trying to live my best life and figure out what my purpose was here on earth. Honestly. It's like, and I couldn't do it anymore. And that's why I was like, I realized, because I do love myself, right? And I was like, I can't do this anymore. This has to be more than life, because I wasn't ready to take myself out, and then that's kind of when things kind of shifted for me. But because I was able to apply all of the nuggets that I had learned. I mean, I read all kinds of books. Like I got a book around here called Cybernetics. Talking about the mechanics of the brain. And then I got a book in here about speeches of history, so I'm, yeah. And then I got all kinds of books in here. Then I got tarot books in here, so, and so I will say this, Pronoia, for the people out there, Pronoia was one of those places, was the place that helped me connect those dots. Because I said, okay, so we talking about human design, we got astrology, you got the well, she didn't have the numerology at the time, but she had well, maybe I think she might have, because I think somebody else was doing like, the numbers of the day and things of that sort. So she had all of this information over here, and it was all making sense, and it was all aligned, and it was all speaking to me. By this time, it was all, I had learned it, and then it was speaking to me. So I just think the natural curiosity of who I am. I was labeled as quote unquote gifted and talented at an early age. So so it's a natural thing for me. This is who I am authentically. I've always been a out of the box thinker and exploring. And I see that in my daughter. So when you say what you say about her being the best versions, I see that in her now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a natural curiosity, a natural understanding and connection to all things in life, seeing everything, seeing myself in everything, was what me going down all these rabbit holes revealed. And then by seeing myself in all this stuff, I was able to utilize all this stuff in my own personal self journey, self development. Mm.
I love that. I love it. I'm telling you. As soon as you said gifted and talented, right? As soon as you said gifted and talented,
Mhm.
look who slid up in here. You see what I'm saying? You know
Hey,
what I'm
what
saying? Like
it
you know what I'm saying? Like
do?
King Adonis. You know
King
what I'm saying? King Adonis.
Adonis.
Like he's like, y'all call me? Someone
Yes,
telling me.
gifted and
um,
talented. That's what the
I'm
star seeds
here.
are.
I'm here right now. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, the star seeds
Yeah,
are gifted and
yeah,
talented.
yeah.
Special.
I he do it. He be like, thank you, Spirit. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I got that. I got
that's
that.
why I love the
I'm telling
star
you, he's smooth.
seeds.
That man's smooth. I'm telling you, he coming like, I got that.
Listen, that's why I love the star seeds.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Y'all are great.
So let's go down the star seed path, right? Let's go down the star seed path because you was like
Uh-oh.
already had said it. You had said it,
Mm-hmm.
Panoya. So let's go down the Panoya rabbit hole. I know you've been
Okay.
around forever since before Panoya even started. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
heard through the grapevine. That's like bestie, you and me and you. Okay, me and you and never part.
Mm-hmm.
Panoya star seeds. You know what I'm saying? Like it, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you and Goddess Rael go back. So
To go back. Mm-hmm. We
take
have a
us
very
through
special.
the the evolution of the revolution. You understand what I'm saying? The
Mm.
evolution of the revolution.
Evolution of the revolution. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Divine all day. So I go off energy. And I met Goddess Rael through um our old association. We were in a group, we had a group of friends. Uh, and I met her through that. And when I first met her, I was like, oh, I like her energy. She was Goddess Rael. She was smiling. She was spitting that truth. She talked. She don't hold no. She don't do little small talk. I don't do small talk either. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna talk, we're gonna talk, or I'm gonna be quiet. She was like she was she was that, and I was like the energy. I was like, oh my god, I really like her. She cool, and then we were just hanging out. We were just really just chilling. But I realized just recently, like maybe a month or so ago, because Facebook show you all your memories, right? When her daughters now, she about to be 10 or 11. 10, I think she about to be 11. When that baby was a little baby, I bought her a onesie as a gift. And she didn't even know I had just bought it, as I just, you know, I had paid for it. I said, "You like this?" And then I bought it for her, and that was 10 years ago, right? And so here we are, full circle, come back. Like, so we've been hanging out, we've been close, we've been doing things. I've been tuning into Pronoia for just about all the seasons that she's at it. I remember, we've done so much together, but our bond had really, when this shift really intensified, right? When it was really about to go down, when portals start closing and veils start opening, and masks start falling down, that's it. That's it. The universe knew what to do, because the universe is always working in your favor. The universe put us together with great intention. The universe gave me her, and her me, vice versa. And it was such a harmonious, seamless. It was what both of us needed at this time. At that time, I remember I was like, "Yo," I said, "We gotta start." And I sent this to a whole group of us. I was like, "Yo, we gotta start walking. We gotta do something. We need to start hanging out. We need to go out. We need to walk. We need to do something." And she was like, "I'll do it." She was the only one, and it ended up being me and her, and the last two people standing, me and her. And when I say, it was a time when she was going through a lot. And if y'all watch Pronoia, she went through some things, okay? And I too was going through a transition. Again, we were all going through that shift at the same time. And the universe put the tribe together, is putting the people together. And so our bond became very, very, very tight in the time when we both needed each other the most. It was like Divine knew. Y'all need each other. It was like, y'all need each other. You know, and so she's a Pisces, I'm a Taurus, and we are just, you know, we just like, and I love her so much. She's very creative. I see her, she sees me. It's a very healthy friendship. You know, it's the type of friendship, it's the type of bond, sisterhood that it's supportive. We allow each other to grow. I see you. If you don't see me in the pronoia comments, that means I'm asleep, and then I'm gonna watch the podcast. But she knows, but I'm gonna be watching. You know, and it's like no matter what, it's the type of bond that you don't have to question. It's the type of bond that you know. It's the type of bond that's like you can keep it real. And what I see her doing, what I see Goddess Rael doing, clear as day. What I tell you is, what I know is, she is made for this. She is built to be the Starseed mother, like you said. She is that, and I am grateful to be able to support her in the work that she is doing as her friend, as the one who got her back. That's the one going to wipe her tears and punch you in the face if you do something to my friend. I'm just saying. She the one to be like, no, you don't have to do that, Krista. She good. I'd be like, okay, because I was just making sure.
Don't get punched in your face.
Don't do it. So yeah, no, but that's it. Our bond is beautiful, and I love it, and I love her.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna play a song real quick, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the books and the writing and the stuff, other stuff. Okay. We're gonna get into, you know, the work and the mind and all of that stuff. So tell somebody,
the work is yours.
Here.
The work is yours.
Okay. It ain't mine. I got my own work.
I got my own work.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so do your damn work. All right. You know what I said in the comments? Do your damn homework.
Do your damn homework.
Do your damn homework. Okay. We'll be right back. Right. My video girl is in the building. Tell somebody we own, and we getting into it.
Belongs to those who have free minds, those who can see behind the veil of illusion, know the truth, and can stand on it.
My pro-black, really pro-black, anti-hip-hop dress code. That's no cap, no vax. My white cells assassinate any kind of virus, get chewed up, masticate. My immunity's indestructible. I'm a pillar of my community, no deductible. General Tucson leading the revolution. To black problems, we are the only fucking solution. No outsiders, no white saviors, we gatekeeping. I keep trying to wake them up cause they stay sleeping. Jooks is armed with ancestral wisdom, so I don't trust people that still trust the system. We gotta eat like Sebi, fight like Ali, think like Malcolm, migrate to Merca, Somali. I carry my own water, so I value every drop of it. Drowning at the bottom, so I swim up to the top.
If I say it, then I mean it. I'm never backing down. Only a few real ones left now. If it's truth, then I'ma stand on it. If it's justice, then I'ma stand on it. If I say it, then I mean it. I'll never take it back. And if you ever hear me say it, then it's facts. That's my word, and I'ma stand on it. After what you heard, I'ma stand on it. Yeah. What happened to principles, character, fortitude? Healing through alchemy, magic is what I'm born to do. Time to purge the planet from human toxicity. People do any and everything for publicity. It's way out of control, destructive, they weak and careless. We either stand for what is right or else people perish. Putting these devils in a panic, now we got them frantic. The righteousness of justice is poetic, Pac and Janet. You don't know lies from truth when you wearing blinders. Wisdom separates the strong people from the spineless. They tell me to kill them with kindness, be considerate, but everybody's capping out here, nothing's legitimate. Nobody surrounded us everywhere, but the souls is missing. The enemy is always watching and the ops is listening. No wonder most of these people feeling defeated. The language of God is encoded and they can't read it. If I say it, then I mean it. I'm never backing down. Only a few real ones left now. If it's truth, then I'ma stand on it. If it's justice, then I'ma stand on it. If I say it, then I mean it. I'll never take it back. And if you ever hear me say it, then it's facts. That's my word, and I'ma stand on it. F what you heard, I'ma stand on it. Rusty Chucks, Ty Phoenix, yeah.
The language of God is encoded and they can't read it. You understand what I'm saying? What they raggedy.
Right there, raggedy asses.
So show them that beautiful book, the beautiful book, ladies and gentlemen, please. Okay. Do the work, keep the faith. Okay. Do your damn homework.
Do your damn work. Keep
Yes.
damn faith.
Yes.
Okay.
So walk us through this beautiful journey. I seen the cake. I seen all of the stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
the people seeing the finish line, but they ain't see, all it took from you to gather them thoughts together and create this magnificent book.
This magnificent
Okay.
book. Yes.
Talk to us about the book, please.
So you asked me earlier about some of the things that I studied and the things that I learned about on this journey, on my journey of self-discovery, aligning with my authentic self, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff is in here. So this book, it becomes a culmination. It's almost like textbook journal. That's how I would describe it. Textbook journal. It is the very intimate parts of my own journey, with the tools and resources that I use to kind of get through them, breaking them down and explaining why they were impactful, not just what they were, but how I used them, or where I saw myself at a time and how I worked through it. And it is almost this book. I say it's like a sandwich, right? So the beginning of it is almost this, hey, are you in the right place? Say, hey, you're here. If you're reading this book, if you pick this book up, it's because you're saying, hey, this is not it. This is not working for me. Whatever it is, this life is not working for me. I need something different. You have come to the end of yourself and you are looking for a way to move past the blocks in your life. And because a lot of times we don't even realize that the blocks are mental, right? We don't know, but you're tired. And so I explained about what doing the work is, like where you are at this point. To pick this book up means that you are ready to step into your authentic self. You are ready to put away excuses. You are ready to put away blame. You are ready to put away all these things and understand and take full accountability for your life. That's what it's saying. And then I go into the middle becomes a journey of talking about us humans, right? What are our needs? 6 basic human needs: to be loved, right? We want to be loved. Let me go to the part because here we go. It's right there. Look at that. The need for certainty. We need to make sure it's certain. We can't move forward till we know it's certain. You have to understand that that's a need of yours. It's a basic human need, and we all have it. But you have to understand how it shows up in your life in order for you to own it so that you can say, okay, this is my need for certainty, and I need to let that shit go. Because it's not the only thing you know for certain is that nothing is for certain. I give you that nugget. Now you can walk away. Because what's certain? The only things for certain. So to satisfy your need for certainty, the one thing that is for certain is that nothing is for certain. You can move forward, right? Then you have the need for variety. That's why we got some people out here don't know who they want to be with. They want to be with everybody. They like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. They like everything. Because they got the need for variety. I'm not lying.
They want to be with everybody.
They like to be with everybody because they have a need for variety. We like different things. We want different something. Now, some people are, because there are extremes on this. You know, there's a spectrum on all the needs. You know, some people are higher on the need chart than others, but there's still a need, and you have to understand where you fall on that spectrum of the human need and how it plays out in your life. If you can't get nothing done because your mind is so focused on the variety of life, you need to understand that. You need to be consciously aware of that. It's not to judge it, not to say, well, I can't like variety anymore. You just got to know it. You got to be aware to it so that you can own it. So I kind of go through some things like that. The need to be loved. The need for love. We all need love. It's who doesn't need love? But if you looking for quote unquote love in the wrong places, right? If you looking for love at the expense of yourself, that's self-sabotage. That's not love. The need to feel significant. Everybody want to be important. Everybody want to be seen. How are you willing to sell your soul for that? Are you willing to do something strange for a piece of change to be significant? You got to know it and own it. So these are the types of things that I go through in the book. Stages of learning, all these things that help you become aware of how your mind works so that you can plot where you currently stand. This is where I am. This is how I think. This is where I'm at the stage of learning. I have a victim consciousness. Oh my God, I didn't even realize everything is to me. I say everything happens to me. It's like, oh, I can't be here no more. So the first part of the book allows you to become aware of all these things, of how the mind works, so that you can then start to make conscious decisions on how you want to move forward. So doing the work is studying, getting present, getting aware, coming to the awareness of who you are, where you are right now. And then keeping the faith is that journey of aligning with your authentic self. Keeping the faith is knowing that all this work that you're doing to become aware is prepping you, shaping you, molding you to become your most authentic self. And you must keep the faith that is always working in your favor. And you're going to get there. You're going to get there. But you gotta stay present to yourself, and you gotta believe that you can. So then by the end of the book, I write this letter to the reader. Congratulating them, letting them know that they are enough. So it becomes this guide to walk you through that first part, the hard part of cleaning out your messy ass drawers. Okay, going through your brain and cleaning out the gunk, the stuff that don't work, works, what don't work, all that. You know, and then when you combine it with stuff like all the different things, you know, then you can really start to align with who you are. But that's what this book is. This book is a combination of some skills, techniques, information, and then stories of my own personal journey.
Dopeness. Can you
Gracias.
tell us a half a story? Can you tell us one half a story from one of them stories that's in there? A tiny little teens, just a
Oh my
little
goodness.
couple sentences from
Oh
the
my
story, because you said story,
There's so
my
many
video girl, me in the
stories.
story. Like as soon as you said story, I was like, can we get a teen? Can we get 3 sentences?
Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh my god. I love a story. Okay, let's see. Let's see, which one do I have in here?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a
in
time.
land
Good God.
far, far
When
away.
Listen left. When people used to okay. Let's see. Oh, here we
Do
go.
you remember, girl, on the phone, you and me?
Okay. So look, so guess what? It said once upon a time. It's like no. So back in 2008, 2011, between 2008, 2011, I was hosting an internet radio show.
Dope.
It was called Can We Talk Radio. And I was
Can we
let's say you already know. That was our thing too. We had the little remix of the Can We Talk joint. It was so dope.
Yes.
And I thought I was doing big things, 28. I was in my 20s. I was living my best life. I had no kids, right? And so I was living. This part is called "All Things Are Working for You in Your Favor." That's what it's called. And I was doing the show, and it was called Princess of Positivity. That's what I was called. I was affectionately known as the Princess of Positivity, right?
Dope.
So before I was Smart Video Girl, I was the Princess of Positivity. That's before before I knew about the darkness and everything.
Yes.
And at the time, I was the radio show was going 5 days a week. I was on 5 days a week now. I don't know how. I have no idea. But then I got pregnant with my son. And I thought my life was over. I thought my life was over. Right? Because I was like, what? I have a kid? Because I was living my best life. I was doing internet radio, and then I wasn't necessarily getting rich off of it. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing what I wanted to do, what I love to do. And I thought I had to change my life. I thought I had to quit I had to quit doing what I was doing, get serious about life, as if I wasn't taking life serious, right?
Yeah.
Responsibilities. And I went to work. That was like the most gut-wrenching thing I had to do. So then, I dreaded that. I did not want to go to work. But what happened was I got fired.
Could it have something to do with the fact that you ain't want to be in that mode in the first place? Could it have something to do with that? Yeah.
Absolutely. And what it told me was there is no such thing as the security, whatever it is that you're talking about. That doesn't exist, dear. When you are doing what you are supposed to do, when you are aligned with your authentic self, showing up in the space that you're supposed to show up, the way that you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. It's not about what society says you should be doing. And it won't work out. I got fired. And then so I was right back where I had started, which was entrepreneurship. And so all things working in your favor. It's like when you're not supposed to be somewhere, the universe will kick you out. It will kick you out. And now get out of here. And I had never been fired before. I wasn't a person to get fired. I was actually the person who would quit jobs, and then I could find a job. So in this case, it was showing me, it was that, listen, just because you think this is what you're supposed to be doing because society has told you that's not what you're supposed to do. And so then that's when you had to that's when I had to realize that what was I really trying to accomplish by going, what was I saying about who my ability and what I thought about what I was doing. And that was the reflection. So that's kind of what the book talks about, how I got fired and how being fired actually pushed me to be aligned with where I am now, with the space I show up. Because I'll be damned if I apply for anybody else's job. If I got a job today, it's because somebody said, Crystal, we need you to do it. And they agreed to my salary terms and my time off situation.
Damn right.
Damn right. Hell yeah. So that you know, knowing your self-worth, that is a big one. Yeah, so don't get fired.
Don't be like, okay.
Don't get fired.
Don't get fired on your day off. Okay.
Not on your day off. Listen, I did knowledge. I got fired on my day off. I'm over it. I'm done. I was I was getting ready to quit too. So anyway,
you was fencing. You was on the fence. You was like, I need to get me one more check or two, and then I'm up out of this month.
And God said no more, and I have not worked since.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And ways have been made.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. So working your purpose and your passion. Do what you're supposed to do. All things will work out.
Yeah. Don't be punking out. Don't be punking out.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short.
Do you believe? That's one of the questions I ask. Do you live the life that you believe? Are you living the life that you believe? So many of us don't. We got a lot of lip service.
Living ain't easy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Living ain't easy.
Yeah, a lot of lip service. So we don't really live the lives that we believe most times.
Right. Uh-huh. Well, in our mind, we'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That couldn't have been me, Sean, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how my thoughts be talking, like all 128 of them be talking.
Oh, yeah.
They be talking gangster in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Could have been me, Sean. You better than me, Sean. You know what I'm saying? God bless you, son. God be with you, son. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't you know, they can't be talking to me like that. They can't be talking to us like that, son. You know what I'm saying? We brolic up in here, son. We brolic up in here.
Until you actually have to make that choice and decision.
Like, yo, man, so how we gonna pay the rent?
Right.
That's on you, son. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Why you listening to me? I ain't nobody tell you to be listening
to
me.
You say
you gotta figure that out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure that out. So that's how the voices in my head be talking. They be talking crazy like that. So I be like,
they talk big crap.
You know what I'm saying? I figured since I went this far, keep on going.
Keep on going. No need to turn around now. Keep going. Mm-hmm.
So what was it like for you? That golden moment, I seen the cake and everything. What was it like for you to take all of those thoughts and experiences and stories and aspects and all of those various creative and analytical and scientific parts of your brain matter and your spiritual consciousness all together, rolled up in one bow and come out with this book? What was it like during the process of writing the book, getting it together, then it's done, then it's out in circulation, and folks is like, I want to buy that. You're like, you want to buy it? Yeah, I want to buy it. Yeah, I want to buy it. I want one. I want one. What was that process like for you? And if you could remember one of those moments, like something that somebody told you in that process where you was like, I made the right decision. Or somebody was like, yo, this book, son. Yo, this book's my video, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever they be calling you when they call you, as long as they calling you about that book. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
What was that? What was that like for you?
So the book is a year. It'll be a year old in June. Woohoo! The baby will be 1 in June. But
June
this
what?
book, 17th, June 17th.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Gemini book. Okay, that book right. Okay.
Yeah, the book is great.
Right.
Crazy book.
'Cause we right.
Yes. And I so my God. So first of all, it was like, it was like having a baby because I wrote it and I self-published it, but I did kind of let it go at the very end so I can get it kind of across the finish line. I got a publisher and things like that. So, but this book took me years to put together only because I took a long time to sit down and write it and, finally get my thoughts together. This book took several different forms, several different times, and several different things. You know what I'm saying? But once it came out, I was like, wow, it's done. And then, Goddess Rael was like, you gotta push your book. And of course, I didn't push it. I was just sitting on it. It was out. I was sitting on. I was like, I wrote a book, but I just didn't push it. But then I had a speaking engagement in August, and that was the first time I really got to publicly take my baby outside and speak about it and speak on it. And I had people purchase it, in person and want to sign it, and it's like, wow. And that same night, because it was a retreat, and we were all staying in the same house, and that night. One of the ladies, this was a big house. It had several rooms in it. And this one lady, she said, I have been looking for you. She finally found me. She said, I have been looking for you. Mind you, she had just bought the book that day. She said, I have been looking for you. She said, I do not know you. She said, but whatever you have written in this book has touched my life. She said, you have changed my whole life in the first 20 pages. I said, who you talk about? She said, you. And then she sat down and she asked me questions. What does this mean? What did you mean when you said this? I have that problem, but I can't. And I'm sitting there to myself thinking like, who's she talking to? She know what I mean? Oh, she's asking me. And I'm thinking, I'm having the thought in my head, Crystal, you wrote this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your book. It's like, yes, she's asking you. You are the author. You wrote it, and what you did. And that was like the confirmation. Because up until then, I had people who knew me by the book. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama and my friends, and they were like, oh, yeah, it's good, girl. And I'm like, okay, it's good. But, right, exactly. It's good. I'm like, okay, thank you. But I think they being nice. They just being pleasant because they know me, they love me, and they're like, oh, she did it good. She did a book. But then when I have a stranger come to me and tell me, okay, this right here, you said this, you just slapped me in my face when you said that. I was like, okay. Because that's what it was for me. Like the book was a slap in the face for me on my own personal journey. So I was like, that's when I knew. That's when I was like, oh, wow. And it has been progressively that. I even had like neighbors who have the book now that I have like formed new relationships. I had my neighbor tell me the other day, I came out the house. He said, you different. I said, say what? He said, you're different. He said, like, you're not from this planet different. And I was like, okay. He said, yeah, because what you're saying in your book is, he said, it's not just the words, it's the vibration, it's the frequency of the words. There's a level of enlightenment that's come from this book. And so this is what lets me know that this work here that has been done is, it's not from me, it came through me. You know what I'm saying? This is channeled work that needs to go to the masses because it's the time in which we are in, where we have to really be conscious. Like people talk about consciousness. We talked about a lot of these things in such abstract matter that people have. That's why it's so hard for people to grasp a hold of some of these concepts because it's so far out for them. And what I do here is bring them down to very practical terms. And that's the feedback that I've been getting, that what you've done is take things that have been abstract and make it practical for me to use so that I can actually see transformation in how I think without being lost with a whole bunch of terms. You know what I'm saying? I don't use a whole bunch of psychological terms, psychology terms. I don't even know how to say some of this stuff sometimes. So I don't want to, I can't do that. I'm not that's, but I know how it works. I know how to use it.
Right.
I know how to apply it to myself. And I like sharing, because sharing is caring. And that's what I do.
Karen, that's right.
The book is making impact, and that's all that's what I am grateful for.
That's my final answer, damn it. Okay. That is my final answer. And damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your love. I want to thank you, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to preclude you from missing God's Israel, because she's going to be starting here in a few, I guess. If you wish, you understand what I'm saying? If you wish, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about Pronoia Starseed Season 6, your offerings and what you bring into the table for the star seeds, okay? And what you bring back to the realm come. What is it? April 6th? Is it April 6th?
Yeah.
April 6th? Okay.
6. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually going to be doing a lot of teaching from the book. So I'm going to be going over some of the concepts in here, like the breakdown of the 6 human needs and how we can use those, what the 4 stages of learning are. Let's see. I have here's this. The levels of consciousness, to me, by me, through me, as me. You know, I'm going to be going through those practical skills, and a lot of that is in the book. So I'm going to be using the book kind of as a reference text guide for Pronoia Starseed podcast this season, at least the first part of it, which is the technical part. The second part of the book, because it's split into 2 sections. The first part is technical, and the second part is where you have to really apply those things for yourself. So I'm going to kind of do this season on that technical side, kind of digging into some of those concepts and helping people gauge where they currently are. You know, because there's levels to this, and it's a process, and a lot of times we want to just get to the end of it. But I think it's very important. It is very necessary to gauge where you currently are, because you can't go anywhere. You don't know where you go. You know, you can't go somewhere you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you are.
Yes.
You want to go to China, but you in Jersey, right? It's going to take you. You got to know how to get there. You know what I'm saying? Versus if you was in Australia, you would need to know if you're going to take a different route to get there, right?
Yes.
So you got to know where you are. You got to be present to where you are, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of presence, owning who you are in combination with your human design, in combination with the Tarot Tuesdays that's going to help you guide you so you can start to make choices, along with the temple talks, right? Where it's going to help us flush through some of that thought process, because that temple talk, right? Temple talk, come on, right?
Yeah.
Then with the healing, with the Bahama and the healing, you're going to get that sound, all of that vibration, because that's one of the laws. The law of vibration is all part of that. How we so really my role is to tap into that cerebral, the brain, make us present to where we are on this journey, to where we're going. Back to ancient Venus. Yes. And using a lot of the information, because a lot of this stuff is ancient anyway. Like, it's all boils down to ancient wisdom.
Yes.
There's nothing new under the sun. It's just that we didn't get the information and it was coded in some form or fashion. Well, this is
Because we
plain
be acting
Jane.
brand new, but we
Right.
ain't brand new. We be
We ain't-
acting brand new, not acting brand new. We be acting.
We
Don't
be
be acting
acting.
brand new. Because they'll
No.
tell you real quick. Don't be acting brand new, okay?
Yeah, because
You
one
just
thing
got
we
some
gonna
new socks on.
gonna stop doing is talking about I know, right? Because that's one of the biggest things. I know, but I don't do. And we're gonna talk about that because that's one of the things that we're gonna push through this season. We're gonna go from not I know, okay, you know what you want. We're gonna go to I know and I do.
Whew.
Because we know a whole lot, but we don't
Mhm.
do a whole lot. And so if we want to really see shifts in our communities, we want to see shifts in ourselves, then we got to stop just knowing and start doing.
Mm. That's
Doing
what
what we know. Live the life you believe. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm done. That's it.
That's it. I'm done.
To blow up like the World Trade Bomb Center. Remember when I used to eat sardines?
Sardines for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sardines for dinner. Okay? I got some sardines right over there.
What you know about it? What you know about
I
it?
got some sardines right over there.
I know
Okay?
that's right. What you know about it? Thank you. Peace and gratitude to you, brother Knowledge, for having me. Thank you for the invitation. Yes, gratitude.
Oh, you coming back over here? I got, you know, I got plans. Okay,
Well,
this
you
is just a
know.
little some, or a little some, or a little some. Okay, so it's a little some. So yeah.
Yes. Well, I'll be more than happy to come back anytime. Just let me know.
I love that. And shout out your podcast for you leave. You know what I'm saying? That fly, dope, divinely guided, divinely set up pod class. Shout out that pod class where you go. And then tell people where to find you on the social medias.
All right. Yes, please check us out. Check me out because it'd be me. Check me out on introducing the pod class because class is in session. Walk with me as we go through the lessons this season because this season is about self-mastery. I've already delved into who are you and nobody is watching. The voices in your head are not yours. Okay. Discipline is a form of self-love. And last night we talked about gratitude is a frequency. Okay. So, yeah. Or we're going to talk about in some inner child work. We're going to do all of it. We're going to do all of that this season. So make sure you tap in. It's every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Only Greatness Media Productions on YouTube. That's at Only Greatness Production. Only Greatness, Media Productions. So check me out. Yeah, that's it. Again, you can follow me on Instagram at Smart Video Girl. I'll be over there all the time, chilling, hanging out. And I'm also on Facebook as Crystal with a K. Smart Video Girl Glenn. Okay. So don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted, fam. Okay.
All right, Adonis, have a good show over there. Did he leave yet? Go ahead. You gonna be late.
Yeah, don't be late, Adonis. Okay. We finna go right over there right now. Okay, that's where the after part. We just warming up over here. We finna go be all up in the comments. Okay.
We about to be there.
Oh,
okay, see, that's what I thought. She just
all right.
Listen,
okay.
that's what I thought.
Look, I was ready. I was ready.
That's what I was like. Wait a minute.
We ready to go.
You know what?
I heard him say it in his voice all smooth. Actually, the show is tomorrow. Actually. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you.
Yes, okay. I can't wait for that. All the proceeds of the Pro Noise Stars podcast. Y'all are great. Awesome. I'm excited.
Yes. I'm telling you, and Gospel with the video music, okay, with the video music. I'm like, who intro is that? Who is that man walking like me? How they get AI to be walking like me up them stairs? Okay, because I ain't running up the stairs. I'm walking up the stairs slow. Okay, so AI must have tapped into my ancestral intelligence. Okay, my Allah's intelligence, and got that. It was like, hey, he don't be running up them stairs, man. He gonna be walking slow up them stairs. All right, you know what I'm saying? So
like a king.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My son works. You understand? Like my son works. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes. Ah, that's what says. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe, matter, thought, and feeling, is constantly in motion, vibrated at specific frequencies. Absolutely. That's one of the things I talk about. I know I'm late on that comment, but she ain't lying. She's not lying.
Jody's so
and that's what.
Okay, she's
I like you, Jody. I like you. And that's something that I teach, because that's one of the biggest things. That's one of the biggest laws that I talk about, because again, our thoughts, our feelings,
they are alive.
They are alive. They are living, breathing,
and they eat.
They will eat you,
and they eat good,
and they will eat you alive, and they will eat you alive if you let them.
Yeah.
So don't let them
and they become addictions. You know what I'm saying? They become addictions. They become abusive when you only feeding them after you used to feeding them. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me now. Okay. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me now.
And what we do is we ignore them because we're not present to them, right? So they become abandoned children, neglected children. So what happens when you neglect your kids? They run around and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
And so when you let your thoughts and feelings go neglected, they wild out and they show up in your life and it cause havoc. And then you got to be responsible for cleaning that shit up. So the best thing you can do is be mindful and get your damn kids' thoughts, feelings aligned. That's what you need to do.
Seinfeld, is this your shit?
That's it. That's it. But yeah, I appreciate you. I'm ready to go because I
appreciate you. Okay.
I am so tired. I had 6 o'clock this morning. You hear me?
So we get Adonis, King Adonis tomorrow. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
we got
King Adonis tomorrow.
Tomorrow. All right. So yeah. My video girl, thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your candor. Thank you for your humor. Okay. Thank you for your excellency up in here. All right. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Thank you for being you. And thank you for all you do. Starseed. Peace and blessings, Starseed. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, hold up. What's up, Super? What's Super? Is that Super Tim?
Super somebody. Super.
You know what up, Super?
What up, Super?
Oh, I think I know who that is. Anywho, this was great.
Starseed Dream Team.
That was right. All right.
We up out of this, my man. Okay.
That's what it do.
Peace out.
Holla.
Yeah, welcome to the AFA, but it's the remix. Now what you got to say? Remix.
Shooks.
Vibration going up, so get out the way.
Welcome to the AFA. This is when Jupiter aligns with Mars, when the moon is in the 7th house. As this Aquarius combines bars, these heavy punchlines hit you in your mouth. Then I say welcome to the AFA, where information comes free, still you gotta pay for living expenses, food, artillery, a black Adonis fighting harder than the Creed trilogy. I'm leading my fam as the breadwinner, the spirit guider, the protector, head spinner, dead sinner. I'm in the middle of the mayhem. Not for games, don't you ever try to play him. Official air sign, I'm a rare find. 100 reps hitting every step on the stair climb. Everybody, welcome to the A of A. Intellects duck down when my mind sprays. Everything is changing on the world stage. We here now, it's the Aquarius age.
Everybody, welcome to the A of A. Everybody can't go and they can't stay.
Third eye pump, so what a hater say. I left y'all clean cut like razor blades. Yeah, I'm a psychic, 12 houses ignited. Moon and Scorpio hook the bait, then watch you bite it. Yo, I glow like the moon, my tongue a silver spoon, igniting angles of light while sipping Lotus Bloom. Age of Aquarius, smooth like Sagittarius. Came out the underground, you would think my name was Harriet. Yo, whoever thought I'd have 500,000 followers? That's what you get when you rock with black astrologers. So ain't no stopping me, I guess I'm an anomaly. I had to tell it honestly, I'm probably born a prodigy. I walk with no apologies, age filter alchemy. You hated me as job blessed, but fell in love with Mama T.
Ordinary life can hold extraordinary potential. You gotta feel it to believe it, that's the vice I'm into. I like my poison organic, baby, the price is mental. I don't make the rules, but I read them all, cause I like to bend them. They try to shame me for my sorcery, wrongfully. Now they stuck in lower dimensions, wishing they cross with me. They just out your mind, they ask when they talk with me. Pause, how the fuck you think I'm alone when there's war coming? The veil's lifted, the light revealing dark corners. What was once a conspiracy seem like harsh warnings. Vaccinating the population, that mark on. Experimental on the people and bring the martial law in. Politicians in Hollywood do the trafficking, but higher frequencies are united now and we after them. Everybody, welcome to the A of A. If you can't move forward, just get out the way. Everything is changing on the world stage. We here now, it's the Aquarius age. Everybody, welcome to the A of A. Everybody can't go and they can't stay. Banging this knowledge on your mental like Jesus and Buddha. The force of Kali Yuga with the grace of Queen Afua. Aiming my bars with precision like 100 shooters. I'm the yang and yin, perfect blend of the soul of the lunar. I see 11, 11 sevens, 444, triple twos. My angels always ready for war. I see that 888, now my power's restored. Watching ninjas fall on these swords, now they gotta applaud. Age of Aquarius, my water bearers make it happen. Your karma's on the line, ringing like the planet Saturn. Generational curses broken, we shift the pattern. You stupid if you think I came out of the rib of Adam. I'm the primordial water flow in the dark fluid. And when you see that open portal, better walk through it. Everybody, welcome to the A of A. Welcome to the A of A. Welcome to the A of A. Everybody can't go and they can't stay.
Giovanna Cobala conosci neanche Shanghai Baro Nobele ne caga Jono Jano Cobala conosci neanche Shanghai Baro Nobele ne caga Jono Jano Cobala conosci neanche Shanghai Baro Nobele Ola vedi Sale Giovanna Cobala conosci neanche Shanghai Baro Nobele ne caga Jono Jano Cobala conosci neanche Shanghai Baro Nobele ne caga Jono Jano Cobala conosci neanche Zare Giovanna Cobala conosci neghe Shanghai Baro Nobele Nega Giovanna Cobala conosci neghe Shanghai Baro Nobele Nega Giovanna Cobala conosci neghe Shanghai Baro Nobele